Good evening. I hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. I was doing a whole bunch of cleaning this morning and doing a bit of modding in Yuri's stream. Yuri's having her birthday celebration stream a few days early because she doesn't want to have it during Ferality. Which I can't say that I don't blame her. But holy heck, welcome on in, folks. How's everyone doing? Tell me all about it. Tell me all about it. Yeah, I was doing a bunch of cleaning. Like, I have a giant mouse pad, and I pulled that off my desk, and I washed it. You know, and I'm afraid that I haven't washed it enough because, like, I got it most of the way clean, but I think it's ruined. So I'm gonna have to shop for another one of those, but, you know, it is what it is. But holy heck, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me go through the list here real quick. Clean, and yes, I'm gonna have an esteemed purple guest tomorrow. And I gotta make sure my shithole is all cleaned up. I can't be living like a bumpkin. What was that? Yuki! Yuki, thank you so much for the tier 1 resub. 43 months. Holy heck. No, I had to read that again. Yuki, yes. Actually. So, Weewoo and I, we live very close to each other. Like, Weewoo is a local bean to me. Turn down that music a little bit more. Catching up with chat. Purple guest could be a few beans here. No, it's obviously it's Weewoo. It's Weewoo. Surprise, it's Weewoo. But holy heck. Let me go through the list here real quick. Saribot, welcome in. Thank you so much for keeping us all safe. Twilight, hello. Nice to see you. Ryu, hello. Welcome on in. Fuso, hello. Nice to see you. Winterwolf, hello. Ed, welcome on back. Nice to see you. Hoji, hello. Welcome on in. Winterwolf, hello. Nice to see you. Nicole, always a pleasure. Ms. Lacane, hello. Welcome on in. Savrin, hello. Welcome. Drock, pleasure as always. Hello. Weewoo, gosh, I love Weewoo. Welcome on in. Nova, welcome on in. Nice to see you. Sammy Beans, hello. Welcome on in. Savrin, hello. Yuki! Yuki, thank you so much again for 43 months. Nicole, yes. Nicole is Thea. But that is her name. Ahty, did you see my Terrorish Leaves? I did not. I did not. I was occupied. I was occupied today, Poji. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I will be checking out that VOD. I need to see the chaos. Melum, hello. Welcome on in. And holy heck. First timer to the stream. Hell yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oisenberry, hello, welcome on in. My favorite berry, Oisenhouse, hello. Trips purposely to fall above the A and S on that shirt because I must enjoy the booba. Well, feel free. Well, holy heck. Folks, I am already in-game and ready to go. So, there's a pinned message that doesn't exist on my end. Well, you might need to refresh the window, Drock. Because my pinned message really only lasts for 20 minutes. All right, let's get started. I just need to kill the timer and the music, and then we'll pop on over to main. Here we go. All right, so just to do that. Perfect.
Gosh, I love beans.
I do love beans. Beans are good.
Dang, Ahty is hot here, whoa.
Thank you, Wee Woo. All right. So I should probably make an appearance in voice chat just to make sure everybody's ready to go.
Gosh, I love packages.
I do love packages. Is everybody
Worry.
everybody raring ready to go?
I
Is
might
it
be a little
technically an
late.
appearance if we can't actually see you?
What now?
You said you must make an appearance in the voice chat, but if we can't actually see you and just hear you, is it technically an appearance?
Yes, since I already mentioned that it was a voice chat. So if
Not.
I'm making an appearance in a voice chat, it means I'm present in the voice chat. So technically, it is an appearance.
I thought
Would it technically
appearances
count?
were-
OG, do not semantic this. We don't have time.
I'm just joking.
I would win anyway. Just
As
saying.
as I was saying, I might be a little late to join because my arm still hurt from my own stream.
No worries.
Hold
Take
on.
it. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself.
Right on at the end.
Yeah. All right.
One of my potions, Ahty, I actually had to turn off because chat was shrinking me off screen.
Honestly, like, I don't know. Maybe put some limits on them, but like a lot of that stuff can lead to like all sorts of like hilarity you never intended. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be so quick to quash bugs purely for comedic value. But it's up to you. It's up
The
to you.
main issue was how the grow potion and the shrink potion interacted together.
Oh, okay.
They would overwrite, and then when they ended, it would leave
They
Koji in a
shrunk.
glitch state.
Hmm.
So it does need to be fixed.
That one is specifically needs to be fixed.
Okay. Are you using Sammy for that?
No, it's 100% Vignan.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
All in the end.
Interesting. We should probably chit chat about that outside of stream because like I've been wanting to do like something similar for a while, but I'm curious how you did it.
Sure. And actually, I can show you because I had a question that I asked the official Vignan Discord because there was something that I didn't have figured out yet, and they answered it with pictures and everything. So I can share that with you because
Ooh, that'd be rad.
basically would allow you to like turn your 2D redeems all into like one redeem as a Vignan redeem.
Interesting. Okay. I'll have to check that out.
Do the same with your 3D redeems as well.
Huh. Okay.
Hey,
Interesting.
Ahty, weren't you gonna do a thing?
What?
I'm making a joke. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
I'm staring at you. I'm staring at you as I'm tired from my own stuff.
Oh, add to party. That's creatures.
No, I can't hop on 14 because my arm hurts way too much.
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah, don't worry.
Spinning me while I'm like this. That is hella rude.
Oh, thank you for the shout out. No, I was just commenting on. Weren't you going to play the game?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm getting to that.
That was the joke I was trying to make, but I
Oh,
guess
I
the shout out
see.
works as well.
I see.
There's a ton of people here to talk to, and not all of them are the ones we need to talk to.
Yeah, there's a lot of dialogue to go through.
All right. Let me get started then.
Thank you for the shout out, though.
Right, let's get started. Okay, so I need to talk to 8 people. 8. Let's see if we can find some folks to talk to. Look at that perfect sync. I'm sorry, Rio, I ruined it. Anxious engineer. Who's this? What am I thinking about? The medical facilities on the ship, of course. I designed them with the assistance of our sages and chirurgeons. But to imagine every illness or injury that one might face in the great expanse is beyond any of us. To say nothing of the effects that living out there indefinitely might have on the body. The crew from the moon? Why did I not think of that? Alright, there's one. there's another one over here. An irascible administrator. Bald! You, yes you idiot! Have you seen an envelope lying about? This imbecile refuses to give me the alchemic I ordered without that bloody slip of parchment. Alright, the only idiot I see here is you Lex Luthor-looking shitface. Butthead cucumber. Unless your friends have a spell to make me remember where I dropped my damn envelope, I doubt they'll be more help than you. And you've wasted enough of my time already. It would be unfortunate for all involved to inflict this man upon the Loporits. Okay. That didn't count. A grimacing naturalist. Spicy hello. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Mwah. Mwah, mwah. 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 There we go. My face? What's wrong with my... Ow. Perhaps I am a bit tense. I was tasked with ensuring that the proper fauna, and only the proper fauna, are brought with us to the moon. However, the suitability of a few species is still under debate, and I can hardly make the decision myself when I know so little about the environment up there. Including the Loporits in our discussions is a wonderful idea. I absolutely will, thank you. Perhaps their biology itself might offer some clue as well. Interesting. Ponderous mathematician. Malik, holy heck! Welcome on in! Malik, how's your stream? Tell us all about it. But first, make sure you get your self-care stuff going on. Grab yourself a drink and a snack and get cozy. You're playing Final Fantasy XIV. Without spoilers. What were you working on? And if it's past where we're at, don't worry about it. Just tell us, like, you know, I guess in generalizations. But holy heck, welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I am a transfer gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. Tonight, we're playing Final Fantasy XIV, making our way through the Endwalker expansion. Currently, we're in Old Charlayan, talking to folks. Played some Xenoblade Chronicles X, and then went to Redacted in Final Fantasy XIV. Got it. How was Xenoblade? How was Xenoblade also? I've been curious about X. I never made it through Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive, like the first one. I still need to get back to it because I promised Sammy Beans that I would. And plus, I will not admit defeat with that game. No. The sci-fi one. I know you were playing X. Like, I never made it through the original, the first one. But I've been curious about X. Holy heck. Welcome on in, folks. The community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back, we're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free. Kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, lurk, do whatever you want to do. You can even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. But regardless of what you do, you're heckin' a welcome here, and you're valid. As far as I'm aware, unrelated stories. Okay. You don't need to play XC1 to play X. Okay, yeah. I mean, I figured, but it's like it's just the battle system and all of that stuff, unless that is vastly different from the original. Which I have a sneaky feeling it isn't. Thank you for that. I love being blown up. But welcome on in, folks. And Malik, thank you so much again for your raid. Thank you. Consult our collaborators. I suppose that would be more effective than sitting here brooding. I'm attempting to calculate how much cargo we can consolidate into fewer trips, should the Etherburner make our original estimates infeasible. But there are simply too many variables. I feel as if my brow will turn inside out. But perhaps our lunar associates will have more insight into how much weight constitutes too much weight for our purposes. Thank you for letting me know. Lance, welcome on in. Nice to see you. Alright, so that is 3 that I've talked to. Is anything bothering me? Well, I've been loading cargo for bells now, so my back feels like a void sense plated as a piano. My feet and knees as drums and cymbals do. Cleaner seems fine, if in need of a break. Okay. Ooh, a skeptical researcher. My favorite kind of researcher. Have you heard anything of what's on the moon? I have no doubt that we can make it up there, but the searching for a new star part of the plan sounds awfully vague to me. I asked the forum, but they will only tell us that our collaborators have everything under control. Forgive me, but I don't feel particularly safe wandering through the sea of stars on God's know what made by God knows who. I mean, dude has a point. You mean to say that I can speak with them directly? Amazing! I hope they like questions. Ooh, I'm getting spicy DMs. I do not mind this at all. Well, not ultra spicy, but spicy. How do I get up there? Fuck. There we go. Just leave me to my misery. The forum can appoint someone else. Hoji, thank you so much for shouting out spicy. Yeah, Ahty. I apologize. I simply don't know what to do. How am I supposed to pilot the Ark if I'm already falling apart under pressure? You know a starship pilot that I might speak with? Truly? Well then, there's no time to waste. They can help me prepare for this monumental task. Alright, that's 5. Let's see, who else can we find here? Nobody there. Nobody there. Nobody. Well, I'm gonna take a chance down here, maybe. I had to send my own spicy DM as well. Oh, okay. Spicy in a good way or spicy in a bad way? Worries. No, I believe I'm fine, thank you. I've been confiding in my colleagues, and it's helped a lot. Can't recommend it enough. Alright, that one didn't count. I think a lot of us are feeling spicy lately. Well, it is spring. Yeah, I laugh at my own jokes a lot. Right. Apologies, but I'm awaiting a delivery. Whatever it is, we'll have to wait. All right, that one didn't count either. When are you gonna do your iconic dance moves? What do you mean iconic dance moves? You would have to check Discord to see how spicy. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna do it like just a tiny spicy break. That is altogether a different sort of spicy than what my spicy DM contained, but spicy nonetheless. The Manderville. I was doing the Manderville earlier for like a half an hour. Yes, I am spicy. The third type of spicy. Concerns? Nay. There's no point in worrying at this stage. It'll only make the work go that much slower. Alright. So... Okay. Now comes the hard part. I've got 3 more to find. There we go. There's one. $56 bunches of weeds in the ground, 56 bunches of weed, rip one out, add to the mound, 55 bunches of weeds in the... Yep, I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in need of a little break, you see, but then I found myself unable to relax at all. So I went on a walk, and then I noticed these weeds, and... Pleasant conversation partners and oh so fuzzy? Goodness me, that does sound like a much better way to relax. Alright, that's 6. Just 2 more. You're spicy. You better believe it. Ahty, what kind of spicy pepper would you be? Habanero, bell pepper, or something else? Something spicy but not too spicy. Maybe just plain old jalapeno. Something with like a bit of zest, a little heat, but not inedible. If that makes sense. I think I'm gonna hurry this up a bit. Nope, nobody there. Alright. Here's one. How might I help you? No worries, Yuki. No worries. My, what a lovely idea. I too noticed people becoming rather tense, so I rushed out to pluck some fresh and fragrant tea leaves. Now I need only track down 100 or so cups. But don't you worry, I can manage. I hope your plan to cheer everyone up goes well. That one didn't even fucking count! God damn it. Is this the last expansion before Dawn Trail? It is. I lurk because I'm not this far. Oh, I see. Mwah, love you, Ahty. Love you too, Spicy. Spicy, you should play with us. You should play with us. So after tonight, we're not going to be playing again. We're not going to be doing MSQ again until next Friday. So you'll have some time to catch up if you're close. You should catch up and play with us. I'm so behind and feel bad when people have to redo old stuff because of me. Don't feel bad about that. The thing is, like, well, try not to feel bad about that. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But, like, I really wouldn't be worried about people redoing old stuff because, like, Final Fantasy XIV is one of those games where it's fine. Reliving it is awesome. It's even more awesome when you're reliving it with somebody who hasn't played the content yet, who's doing it for the first time. So, like, it's actually really fun. It's actually really fun to redo stuff with somebody who hasn't done it before. So, like, don't underestimate how fun that really is. It's also mainly scheduling issues, but maybe I'll get back on and play with my odd. Absolutely, please do. I would love to play 14 with you. Blasted assistants? Where have they gone off to at a time like this? Beg pardon, but I have not the time for idle chit-chat. I need to reconfirm the ether levels are consistent throughout the vessel's machinery, and it seems I shall have to do so single-handedly. I swear, when I find those assistants of mine. Blagopi, hello, welcome on in. The Loperites are willing to help? Why didn't you say so? At least they won't moan about how they checked 24 times already and haven't slept in weeks. Lazy sods. Ahty only does the MSQ on Fridays and Saturdays. I see what you did there. And then works on leveling up other classes another day of the week. Yes. Yep. So this coming Wednesday, we're doing something different though. So Malik, just in case you didn't notice, in the raid crew section of the Discord, we've got a poll up for folks that want to do the near raids. So I know the date in the Discord says June 7th. It's actually June 4th. It's going to be this coming Wednesday. Yeah, so I think when the poll was being made, the person making the poll was looking at May, because like May 7th is a Wednesday. I think that it didn't roll over. Not thinking. I think that the calendar didn't roll over to June when they were looking through the dates. So June 4th is Wednesday, and that's when we're going to do it. I can help with those too. Hell yeah! You're more than welcome, Malik. It's up to you though. All right, so I've got one more. Oh my god. Let's see. Here we go. Hopefully this is the person. Ahty, I do have a request. Okay. By the gods, my chest is tight. Am I dying? Is this what dying feels like? Oh, do pardon me. I didn't see you there. There's no cause for concern, I assure you. No cause for concern, even though we may need to depart at any moment. And if the hull I designed buckles under the strain, the entire vessel may explode on launch, claiming countless lives and dooming all mankind. But that is highly unlikely. Yes, highly unlikely. Highly. Our visitors can help me triple check for structural flaws, you say? Why, that would be wonderful. I'm breathing more easily already. Sweet! And we have completed it. If we get a dungeon at all tonight, I'd like to go in with Trust's duty support. Just the duty support seems to add to the story. I found a friendo who's doing Heavensward last night, and they did duty support for Great Gooball Library. The Frog Escort was the party tank. Okay. We're gonna have to talk about that. Because, like, I don't want to do... Like, we did that last week. I'd probably rather play with people, personally. but like, you know, if it's a dungeon and it's restricted to 4 people, I mean, we can kind of split it off that way. I know it does add to the story, but like we're not getting like voice parts, and like for me, I have to read all of those too, and it gets to be a lot, especially when doing a dungeon. Behold, Ahty, through thine efforts word hath spread throughout Labyrinthos. Verily, to a far greater number than we anticipated, Living Way doth gather more Loporrits as we speak. I shall assign each in accordance with their skills, that the new bonds of friendship might be forged. Should greater matters require not thine attentions, watch over them, I prithee. Alright, wait at the destination. Alright.
Phew! Oh, finally some rest! Why, I haven't spoken so much in, well, in forever.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
Twould behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
He's the pilot? Poor dude's gonna be asleep at the wheel.
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
Nico, hello, welcome on in. Nice to see you.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial. Look! Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
Yeah, he loves to talk.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt. Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget...
Oh there. Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
Yes, I am.
Wilson and Blovida, Sharlayan's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic, and Moonbreeder's parents.
Yep. Uh-oh, indeed.
It hath been some time. 'Tis good to see you in good health.
Likewise, old friend. Blovida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
Alfei, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where. Do you have any idea how worried we were?
Yeah, he doesn't know what to do.
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
I'm sorry. I truly, truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know, we always know.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy, our daughter, trusted and believed in more than anyone, grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you, too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
I think I can feel her too. The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope and love.
important to him, wasn't she?
You could ask the man himself.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
Wow. Holy shit. One of the biggest steps in life is to simply accept that you know nothing, so you can learn something. Yeah. I'm gonna join voice chat real quick here. Hello.
Hello.
So my only concern with the I just want to address this before I forget it. My only concern with like just going in with like, you know, like trust and all that stuff is we only get 2 days a week to do this stuff together. And somebody who really wants to do a duty over again after it's unlocked can do that as a trust anytime. So just adding some perspective there.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Sage Council.
Does
It's
it?
not a sage.
Does that make sense?
That's fine.
Okay. Does that? What are your thoughts on it?
My thoughts are that New Game Plus will always exist. You're never truly locked out of the special dialogue that you'll get.
Yeah, you've got duty support. You can always go back and do it multiple times. I've done it multiple times.
Doesn't it switch over to Trust at a certain point?
No, duty support is always at level. Trusts are specifically a side thing that you have to level up.
Well, I'll be damned, yeah. They're always available.
Mm-hmm. The moment you unlock the dungeon, duty support's available.
Okay, Malik also has a good point. Then you have to do the trusts multiple times anyway to level them up.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't duty support Cutter's Cries, Mile Darkhold, or Aurum Vale on Lana.
They haven't been added yet. They plan to add those.
Just Vigil's also not in.
Anyways, yeah, I'd say doing it with folks first time is good because duty support and trusts are always there for multiple times later.
Yeah. The only reason why I did it like a few weeks ago with, you know, like Emet-Selch, Hythlodaeus, and
to be fair, that's a very special one.
yeah, it's kind of an outlier.
Yeah.
Raban is a DPS as a gladiator.
They change depending on your job.
All right, I'm gonna proceed.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm just...
All right. Oh, Ahty, be assured that I am fine. I am. Full glad to see them too, after so very long. Gladder still that it was in your company. As difficult as it was to accept their kindness, 'twould have been far harder had I faced them alone. Thou hast my gratitude for lending courage to the Loperids. Not disposed to rest on their laurels, several of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen to their stations. Some few may still come hither seeking counsel, and so shall I remain to aid them as need be. If thou art needed elsewhere, do not let me detain thee. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you might check on Alize. Last I saw, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of books out the West Gate. I could go myself, but we both know whose help she's less like to scorn. Not to mention that, much to my misfortune, I can think of several other things I ought to be doing. Until later. Right. So it's this way we need to go. Okay. I'm going to go there, but then I'm probably going to take an ad break as soon as we get there. There we go. Oh, actually, probably one thing I should do. There we go. Just gotta get into the role, right? Ah, there she is. Holy shit. How many books does she have? Ahty, what are you doing out here? No, I don't mind if you help with the boxes, but it's far from the most exciting of tasks. Are you sure? Well, I appreciate the assistance. We need to get these to Aporia. Time is short, of course, but they're full of organic specimens and samples, so try not to be too rough with them. Alphino should be waiting for us when we arrive, so I'll see you there. What role? Why do you need to be an Ascian right now? Because I spent a lot of money on this outfit, and I'm gonna use it. Wee woo, you're pretty. All right. So I'm gonna take a quick ad break here. So BRB, folks. It's only 3 minutes, so get up, stretch your legs, grab yourself some water or a snack or something like that, and I'll see you back here in 3 minutes. BRB.
Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Whoop 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 whoop. Whoop 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 whoop.
Deliver the crates to Alphino. Don't tell me what to do. You go 3 minutes to complete the task. Should you fail, return to the starting location and begin anew. All right. Here we go. Y'all got me going all whoop, and my boyfriend too. Y'all are shameless. Excellent. How it should be. How it should be. Oh, you're helping with the crates. Wonderful. You can put that there with the others. You have my gratitude. But how did you come to be involved in this? Huh. Then I suppose I have Thancred to thank for that. What was that? Malum, hopefully I'm saying your name correctly, but thank you so much for the follow. If I'm mispronouncing it, let me know. I definitely want to pronounce your name properly. If you're wondering why we were tasked with bringing these boxes to Aporia to begin with, so was I. It turns out this is a base of operations of sorts. And this is... Joy! Bagel Tiger! Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome on in! How was your heckin' stream? Tell us all about it. But first, make sure you get your self-care stuff going on. Grab yourself a drinky and a snack. Get cozy. How was it? Tell us all about it. How was Repo tonight? And welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I'm a trans-free gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. Tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. Angel, welcome on in. Beep, so nice to see you. Hello. Angel, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. How was your heckin' stream? I was just in the middle of chit-chatting about Bagel. But holy heck. Welcome on in, folks. Thank you so much for the raid, Angel. We were just playing Repo right on. Hell yeah. Repo's heckin' fun. I need to play it again. Oh my god. But holy heck. Angel, thank you so much for the raid. Bagel, thank you so much for the raid. And welcome on in, Raiders. But both of you, don't forget your self-care stuff. Go do that. Arcanine at 375. Welcome on in. Bagel did raid. Bagel did raid. No worries, no worries. But folks, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty, transfer gamer from Oregon. I mainly play RPG games. We're playing Final Fantasy XIV tonight. We're in the middle of Endwalker. And, oh my gosh. This is a really heavy expansion. But holy heck. You're heckin', like, thank you so much. Thank you so much for popping in. I'm all out of sorts right now. But holy heck, the community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back. We're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free, kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, lurk, do whatever you want to do. You could even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. But regardless of what you do, you're heckin' welcome here, and you're valid. Trans-free gamer with oregano. Yeah, you bet. Also true. And welcome on in, folks. And Bagel and Angel, thank you so much for your raids. Thank you so much. It turns out that this is a base of operations of sorts. Those with final say as to what is included in the ship's manifest can be found here. And y'all in my chat, definitely go follow Bagel Tiger and Angel Tazdevil. Both of them are incredibly good beans. I've known Angel for a while, I've known Bagel for a while, and both of them are just are really, really good people. Super fun streams. Like, definitely just go heck and follow and watch. They're amazing in their own right. So definitely do that. I get Taco Baco because I'm hungry as fuck, but I'll be watching. Hell yeah. Oh my god, Ahty, I gotta show you my new stream layouts. Ooh, I gotta check that out. They are both massive sweeties. That's no lies detected. No lies detected. And could I also get a shout out for Beep Kitty as well? Because Beep is also fantastic. Super fun. Between the three of them, you bet y'all best to be following and watching. Yes, you, Beep. Yes, you. You're awesome. Oh, shucks. Hell yeah. Father included, I suspect. That should be everything. Rogue Spike, hello! Rogue Spike, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. How was Castlevania Order of Ecclesia tonight? Dapper Dragon raid, let's go. Rogue Spike, thank you so much for the raid. And welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I am a transferee gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. Tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. We're working our way through Endwalker, which this is a heavy expansion, but it is so good. Holy heck! But Rogue Spike, don't forget though. Don't forget. Get your self-care stuff going on. Grab yourself a drinky and a snack and get cozy. Lazy Lizard Man, hello, welcome on in. Xeno Gordon, hello, welcome. Nabu, hello, welcome. Looking extra radiant tonight, Ahty. Thank you. But y'all, the community here, we're all pretty chill and laid back. We're all friends. So that sounds like your jam. Please feel free, kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, lurk, do whatever you want to do. You could even drop a follow if you would like, although that isn't required. But regardless of what you do, you're heckin' welcome here and you're valid. And Rogue Spike, thank you so much again for your raid. Oh, yeah. Yeah, TTS is off. At least for now. It's because we're doing, like, cinematic stuff. Narrative thingers. You carried all of that at once? Are you trying to injure yourself? Oh, hush. They're lighter than they look, and not everyone has your delicate arms. I suppose we should let someone know that we've finished. Theopoldin is in the courtyard. We can report to him. Why don't you come along? You should get credit for your assistance, at least. Considering where we are, we might even learn something interesting. No worries, Nabu. You're good. You're good. You're Gouda. You're Gucci. Right. What was that? Arcanine375, thank you so much for the follow. No, I'm the Gouda here because Cheese Wedge. You know what, Lance? That is true. That is true. Gods, it never ends, does it? What can I do for you? We brought samples from Charlene Hamlet. Series 110? The crates are over there by the entrance. Ah, thank you. I had expected one of my colleagues, but we are dreadfully short-handed. Just a moment. You are Fortuno's children, are you not? Alphino and Alize at your service. You're well acquainted with Father, I take it? Quite. I've been friends with your parents since our days at the studium. I remember when you were just yay high, waddling hither and thither. Clearly, it's been quite some time since we've met. It is good to see you again, wielding your father's newliths, no less. You knew our parents when they were young? What were they like? Pray spare no detail. I should like nothing more than to regale you. Alas, I am meant to be in charge here, and reams of paperwork want for submission. We can help with that, in exchange for the sort of stories our parents would never willingly divulge, of course. Very well, then. There happen to be 3 sets of documents in need of delivery. So how about you each take one? Wait right there. You will find a forum representative waiting to collect these near the southernmost structure. I hope I haven't kept her waiting too long. Never mind Alphino and Alize. I'm certain they will be back soon enough. Here we go. Are you not one of the scions of the Seventh Dawn? I thought you were meant to be working on the ether burner. The Apalden's paperwork. I was beginning to worry he had misplaced his quill. She'll be lurking last 2 hours of work. Right on. Thank you so much for the lurk, Lance. I hope it goes quickly for you. Oh my god, Sealderg! Sealderg, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. How was your stream, Seal? Tell us all about it. How was Terraria? Or Terraria? Potato, potato. Holy heck! Sealderg, welcome on in. Tell us all about it. But first, make sure you get your self-care stuff going on. Grab yourself a drinky and a snack and get cozy. Tell us all about it. And welcome on in, folks. My name is Ahty. I'm a transfer gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. Tonight, we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. We're making our way through Endwalker. We're on Chapter 2. It's heavy, but it's awesome. I love it. But holy heck, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ferret in a box. Hello, nice to see you. So what did Malik say? Looks like what Labyrinthos needs is that vacuum tube document transport system now. You're not wrong. There's nothing but nice and cute what they said about you. What? What? Sealderg said something cute and nice about me? What? Justin Thulu, hello. It's been a hot minute. Oh, holy heck, welcome on in, folks. The community here, we're all pretty chill and laid back. We're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free. Kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, lurk, do whatever you want to do. You can even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. Regardless of what you do, though, you're heckin' welcome here, and you're valid. And Sealderg, thank you so much again for the raid. And y'all definitely should go heckin' follow Sealderg. Seal, like, I've known Seal for a while. A heckin' while. And Seal does like some really interesting, crazy shit with Sammy and with Sammy, like unreal type of stuff. So, and they got a new model recently, which is fucking amazing. So definitely go follow and watch. Mostly lurking these days. No worries, Justin. Like I appreciate you being around all the same. Did you like my flower? It's amazing. Thank you so much, Poji. I saw that. I was like, oh my god, my eyes. But holy heck, Seal, thank you so much again for your raid. I appreciate your help in seeing these documents to the hands at last. As for your other task, pray keep this between us, but I sincerely hope you scions succeed. The Exodus is, without a doubt, the most monumental undertaking in the history of the Forum, and so we must be circumspect in all respects. Risk is a privilege we cannot afford ourselves. At its heart, however, Sharlayan has ever been a nation of the curious. 'Twould be a tragedy indeed if we were the ones to stymie your pursuit of truth. That's true. Right. So I guess we have to go over here somewhere? Yeah, here we go. Quick and efficient. I dare say you have a talent for this work. The twins' papers only needed to be delivered to elsewhere in the facility, so they should be returning any moment. We return, with not a scrap of paperwork remaining on our persons, you will note. You both have my thanks, and my apologies for sending you on an errand far below your ambitions. Why, even as a babe, you struggled out of your swaddling clothes, and... That is quite enough of that, thank you. It was compromising stories of our parents that we asked you to hear, not to reiterate. Of course. I've known your father for so long, I must have something. Well, as you know, part of why the Levier name garners such respect in Charlian is your family's storied history. Oh, Malik's right. You don't have your in-game chat blurred. This is true. This is true. Unfortunately, when I was doing some maintenance on my streaming PC, I removed one of the capture cards because I think having them both there was causing a problem. So I removed one, and I deleted the source, not realizing the source had the filter on it. So I have to remake the filter. But it's okay. It's okay. I think it's probably all right. You two can trace your ancestry directly to those who came aboard Nunkref's Hope, a lineage few can claim. You deleted the first is the... You deleted the source is the first, okay? Oh my god. Malik. Did you make a Final Fantasy XIV joke? Did you seriously make a Final Fantasy XIV joke? I had to. It's the law. Just put your Ahty Final Fantasy XIV fan art over it. Honestly, it's fine. It's fine. Plus, the fan art I think would probably look out of place. I'm really careful about keeping my overlay like kind of sparse. A Tale of Frost and Shadow. Hello. It has been a hot minute since I've seen you in here. I hope you're well. That was gold and doesn't deserve your big zoom eyes. Gosh, I love it when Ahty zooms in because I get to see the Ahty cute face. Well, wee woo. I mean, how else am I gonna get my smooch, huh? I never thought much of it myself. It's not as though our forebears founded our nation. They were simply there when it happened. Nevertheless, it has traditionally been a point of pride. 'Tis why Nunkref's pronouncement, renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason, has ever been our family's creed. What do you got, Drock? King Cinder, hello, welcome on in. Until your grandfather's time, Archon Louis Sois looked not to Nunkref's words, but his deeds. He asserted, in defiance of his peers, that choosing to save the great and the small from the rising tides was the true mark of our founder's virtue. Perhaps it was his expertise, his knowledge of ancient prophecy, and the fall of civilizations, that led to him to conclude that to eschew conflict at every turn was to consign mankind to his doom. There will ever be conflict, and calamity will follow, thus. To ignore the plight of those who might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. You remember his words well. Indeed, Archon Louis Sois lived by that personal creed. He used every means at his disposal to bring succor to those in need, Charlian or no. No one loved and admired your grandfather more than his son. Yet Fortuno could not reconcile Louis Sois' deeds with the philosophy of their forebears and his peers, a philosophy in which he believed so fervently, yet made a pariah of his father. Fortuno agonized over this contradiction for much of his life. God's father. A son may carry his father's blood, but his choices are his own to bear. Is it not always thus? Gods know Fortuno's a cranky old goat, so I'm sure you butt heads often enough, yet even so, you must know that you are constantly in his thoughts, every moment of every day, and that is not an exaggeration in the slightest. You should have seen him when you were born. Barely recognizable he was, with a kind of dumbfounded grin I'd not seen since he first took a fancy to your mother. He was practically skipping when he told me the news. Take my word for it, he loves you to an embarrassing degree. but he is also frustratingly single-minded. Once he's decided that a given action is for the best, he will stay the course no matter who or what opposes him. A profoundly annoying habit when you're on the other end of it, as I'm sure you will agree. I'll say. Thank you for your insight. When next we meet our parents, I shall mention that we spoke. Try not to get me in too much trouble now. I need the forum on my side. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back to work. I have to make sure those specimens you brought make it to their proper places. Oh, or the cranky old goat will have my hide. We can speak again later. Clappy Trappy! Hello! Clappy, welcome on in! Welcome on in. How was your heckin' stream? Rev up the excitement because the gear gang's coming in hot. Hell yeah! Clappy, how was your stream? Tell us all about it, but first, get your self-care stuff going on. Grab yourself a drink and a snack and get cozy. We love Katamari. Reroll and Royal Reverie. Interesting. Hell yeah. Welcome on in, Clappy. I'm sorry about the... Ah! I see Slavcat. Hello, welcome on in. Holy heck, tell us all about it. Tell us all about it. But first, like I said, self-care stuff. That's #1 priority for you. Get to it. And welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I am a transferee gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. Tonight, we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. We're halfway through Endwalker, I think? Half-ish way. And gosh, it's a heavy expansion. It's very story oriented. It's fantastic though. I love this expansion so much. Holy heck. The community here though, we are all chill and laid back. We're all friends. That sounds like your jam. Please feel free, kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, lurk, do whatever you want to do. You could even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. Regardless of what you do though, you're heckin' welcome here and you're valid. Oop, full body wiggles, let's go. There we are. There we are. Katamari was good. First time experiencing the series, and holy shit, it's so funny. Super recommend if you've never played the games. I don't know that I played Reroll, but I did play at least one Katamari game on the Wii back on the day. That was amazing. I love Katamari. It's so good. All the music in that game is... earworms. Earworms, earworms, earworms. They will stick with you forever. Mako, hello, welcome on in. Patting you, Ahty. Pets you, pets you, pets you, pets you, pets you. Could I get a shout out for Mako Canova, please? Mako is also another good bean who deserves a heckin' shout out. Also, if y'all came with me, follow Ahty. This is not an ask, this is a demand. Heck. Thank you, Clappy. Y'all go heckin' follow and watch Clappy Trappy. Probably one of the funniest, coolest, most sincere folks that I have met here on Twitch. In the 4 years that I've been here, Clappy is like a diamond in the rough, honestly. 1 in a million. So definitely go follow and watch. Clappy is amazing. Ferret in a box, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I misclicked. Ignore that. No worries. Unfollowed already? What? No! No, don't go! Funniest? Coolest? Ahty, you're making Clappy blushy. Good. Good. Get blushing. I'm not gonna stop until you turn maroon. But holy heck. Welcome on in, folks. Welcome on in, folks. And Clappy, thank you so much for the raid. And Mako, it is so nice to see you. Maroon! Oh, yeah, well, you're pretty. Thank you. Thank you. So are you. Ahty, robots don't blush. What? Sure they do. Sure they do. Speaking of maroons, how are you doing, Ahty? Okay, so Nem, I think you might have that word confused with macaroons. I am doing delicious today. Oh. Hail, you three. So waggles a carrot. I'll waggle your carrot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I take that back. Kraha, surely Kakal hasn't driven you out of the forge already? Sus. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is very sus. Sword Lord of the Goblin Horde. I did it to myself. Lewd, my eyes. For better or for worse, no. However, he has set me a task that requires more than my single pair of hands, and here you are. I could use at least one of you, but I won't object to more. It sounds like power metal. It is, yeah. It's a song. Gosh, I think the name of it is Sword Lord of the Goblin Horde. It's, oh god, who was it? Glory Hammer. It's like a second of a lyric out of a song by Glory Hammer. I think it's Glory. Pretty sure it's Glory Hammer. Sword Lord of the Goblin Horde is a fantastic song too, by the way. Yeah, that'll get in your brain too. That describes Ahty's design overall, power and metal. Unfortunately, Alize and I have prior commitments, and we have delayed too long as it is. What about you, Ahty? Can you spare the time? Perfect. This shouldn't take too long. In the event that our, and I quote, promised heap of adamantite falls right out of the bloody sky and into my lap, Master Kakal wishes to be ready to put the proverbial hammer to the anvil at a moment's notice. To fabricate these parts, however, he needs the flames in Kakal's forge to burn hotter. He sent me to increase the amount of ether being funneled to those furnaces. The flow of fire-aspected ether in Labyrinthos is regulated by an elemental reactor south of here, to which I have borrowed the key. The adjustment will require 2 people to carry out safely, but I can explain the process when we arrive. This is where we part then. We'll see you in Charlie and Hamlet once the adamantite arrives, if not before. This way then. Alright, this way. I'll explain when we get there. I should make him sound like a nerd every time I read his lines.
I'll inform you when we get there. Pushes up glasses.
Gosh, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. You purple cutie. Here we go.
The reactor is housed within this facility.
That's not gonna be his voice lines. Don't worry. I'll be the one to go inside and adjust the fire ether output. When I do, a rather large amount of water-aspected ether will issue from the vent at the top. I expect this to attract at least a few elementals, which we would both rather not be drawn to the reactor itself, trust me. Can I ask that you put down any that draw too near? They'll pose you little trouble, I'm sure. Why did you pull out one of your Undertale voices? Because Graha's a friggin' nerd! Wait here if you would. Is it because you don't believe he sounds like that, or because it sounds like a harsh-ass expectation to keep up? It would not be harsh on my ass, but it would be very harsh on my throat. That's for sure. Yeah. Like when I was voice acting Papyrus, that was really difficult on my throat. Like I almost lost my voice for the rest of the week after I did that. I dabble in making drum charts for Clone Hero, and almost all my charts are power metal. Hell yeah, let's go. All right, what am I doing? Oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. People clicking on purple smoke without me. Gosh. Can't. That's the first time that's ever happened. There we go. Harsh on your asses after Taco Bell. You're not wrong. I mean, that's why they call it the Taco Bell cleanse. Just saying. All right, destination. That was Sassy Cannon's enemies? Oh, well, I mean, how was I supposed to know? Sassy cannons got a lot of help. I wish my cannons were half as sassy. Can't sling accusations. Why? Do you mean I didn't say any of you did it? I just said can't remember the last time that happened. That's never happened. I didn't accuse shit. Oops. Did everything go smoothly out here? I thought as much. No major complications to speak of inside either. Big Bad Aardwolf, hello, welcome on in. And the water ether appears to be venting properly. I expect Keko will have seen a difference in his forge flames by the time I return. Since I have you, there was another matter I thought to discuss with you. Nothing terribly important, merely something I've been considering. Part of this I shared with everyone, yet you and only you have been to Elpis. As we have established, refined adamantite is a product of Alag, of the Empire's twilight years, in fact. It was a material which saw much use as part of the Allagan's efforts to extend beyond the bounds of this world. Dalamud, of course, being the most prominent. Of those who would push further, expand Alag's empire to encompass the heavens and the stars above, perhaps the greatest was its infamous technologist, Amon. Did he remember his life as Hermes? I believe he had his own reasons. There is no evidence to suggest he retained memories of his former life. He only joined the Ascians once the Empire was all but dust, as you know. If not his memory, though, what drove him to pursue the idea with such fervor? This may seem far-fetched, but what if souls, like minds, have a personality, so to speak, a natural disposition towards which they are inclined? We know with relative certainty that it was the gross decadence and inexorable decline of Alag that moved Amon to resurrect Emperor Zand. The Empire's people spoke lightly of death and destruction, experimenting on those they deemed beneath them to fill the emptiness in their hearts. In facilitating Zan's return, Amon provided these languid souls with the means to free themselves from the mire of their own indolence. Or would have, had not Zand been convinced by his own death that life itself was meaningless. Amon's desire for his countrymen to conquer the heavens could only be a means to the same end, to instill the people with new purpose. Like Hermes before him, Amon was appalled by how those around him lived, but could never bring himself to believe that those lives were devoid of meaning. And both of them sought that meaning, that hope, in the distant stars. Such is my theory, anyway. Ultimately, it is the consequence of their actions which matter. Their motives are of no moment, and yet... to reach those stars on wings of adamantite, to travel to the ends of creation and beyond, the promise of hope everlasting, that much I do understand. But enough music for now. Why don't we see how Kakal is getting on? Alright. So Weewoo, referring to your DM, that's exactly how I worded it. That's exactly what I wanted to say. But only to the folks who actually caught it. I think we're almost there. I need water. Oh, that's tasty. Ooh. I don't have that one yet. I'll take this, thank you very much. Okay, I'm glad I picked up on that. Theo, welcome on in. Nice to see you. And full body wiggles. Let's go. It's amazingly hard to do this when I'm trying to walk. Also, could I get a shout out for Sensei Theo? Oh, Poji was already on it. There we go. Whew. I could feel those flames ablazing from here. Glad you found someone capable, Graha, but there's not much left for you a lot to do. Unless you can conjure up that refined adamantite any faster. I do trust you to deliver on your promise, I do. Only... I hate waiting. I want that adamantite, and I want it now. It's my money, and I need it now. Share your impatience, I assure you. Is there truly nothing else we can assist with in the meantime? I wish. This sitting about's unbearable. Pity the forum frowns on recreational explosions. Well, so long as they can't prove it was premeditated, get you gone. I have mistakes to make. In that case, I suppose I should go and return the key to the reactor. I'll have one more look to make sure that nothing has gone wrong, unintentionally or otherwise. I'm certain there are better uses for your time, however. I will join you in Charlie and Hamlet anon. Alright, now... I need to go this way. Actually, before I do that... Where is that? Oh, it's actually right in the hamlet. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna make everybody mad and I'm gonna walk. And when I get there, I should probably do an ad break because we're coming on the we're coming up on that pretty fast. God, this game is so pretty. Great job, Malik. Great job. Did Malik just fly ahead of me just to be sweeping when I passed by? Found Florida Man what? Tell me that is not a Florida Man themed potato. Just look at that mullet. I compared that dude yesterday to Joe Dirt. He's like a potato shaped Joe Dirt. He's like Joseph Soil. All right. Oh, I need to... There's the destination. Oh, I get it. I mean, potatoes do grow in dirt. They do. They do. Folks, I'm going to take my quick 3-minute ad break here before I go any further. Yeah, so hang tight. I will see y'all in the backside of 3 minutes. It's an opportunity to get up out of your chair, stretch your legs, stretch those weggies, and grab yourself a drinky and a snack. I will be back in just 3 short minutes. BRB. All right, we're back. Let's go. If you wait here, your companions are bound to turn up sooner or later. Wait your companions, yes.
All set, I take it?
Smallest Waffle, hello, welcome on in. Oh, actually, there's one critical thing I need to do just super quick. Bear with me. There we go. And there we go.
We finished what we could.
Delivered supplies, tracked down escaped animals, trivial tasks as they may be.
That's enough, don't you think? If there was anything more important still undone, that would be a problem in itself.
The vessel is essentially ready for departure. All that remains is to load the final batch of supplies and see everyone on board. Once we've readied the ether burner, that is.
Ah, had a feeling we might find you all here.
Our consultations with the Loperates, too, have run their course. Pleased I am to say that our researchers' concerns have for the most part been allayed, though some insist on making adjustments to the very end. For their part, Livingway and her peers have graciously offered to stay and keep the people company, lest any lingering queries go unanswered.
All that remains is to wait for the refined adamantite.
Alphino, are you there? It's me, Kryl. Your special delivery has arrived. Round up everyone and come to the harbor at once.
All right, let's go.
Speak of the devil. Let us go at once.
Forgive the intrusion, Master Fortuner. I bring urgent news. A great commotion has broken out in Scholar's Harbor. Your presence is requested, with all speed.
Now, where might this delivery be? Oh.
Woo!
I'm sure it's very important, but we cannot accept these without the proper permits.
By the 12! Surely, these can't all be.
It's them! Hell yeah!
Bleeding hellfire! They're bringing them by sea and by air. All these folks in these crates.
And more on the way. Got your adamantite right here. A bigger haul than any of these sorry bastards brought, and that's no lie.
Yeah, Ryu, because we did Void Arc after we did this. I'm pretty sure we did Void Arc after we did this scene in the Endwalker last time.
Yes, because you were charged with seeing the shipments from Gridania and Uldar here, along with your own. Give credit where credit is due.
Sounds like the sorry whinging of a sore loser. And a hypocrite to boot. Ain't no way a scrawny whelp like you took a dozen steps inside a Dalamon shard.
The giant airship in the background is from the Evilise raids. That's strange. I don't think I've done the Evilise raids though.
I'll have you know I went all the way to the entrance. Furthermore, 'twas my contacts that enabled us to enlist the cooperation of the Sky Pirates.
Wait, for real? Yeah. Not yet.
Left you outside so you wouldn't get anyone killed, did they? Well then, credit where credit's due, you did a right fine job sitting on your ass.
Take that back.
Make me.
Take that back. I will not stoop to your level.
My, what a grand welcome party.
Hancock and Saraban.
We come bearing relics both sacred and Allegan, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance.
I refuse to believe you, Ahty. Fun Skaith, or you're lying to me about my res abilities. What?
I myself have come with a sacred relic of the Kojin. Upon learning of your need, Bunchin bade me deliver it on behalf of the Blue with all haste. Fearing I could not swim here with the necessary speed, however, I thought to beg our Confederate allies for aid. To my delight, Hancock was already preparing for departure at the self-same port, and had space for additional cargo.
Hell yeah. That is... I don't think it's a... It's... No, is that a... No, I don't think it's a Sahagin, is it? Is that what... No. I don't think so. I might be mixing up my, my names. A Kojin. Oh, okay. A Ninja Turtle, yes.
We did, of course, need quite the impressive vessel to get it all here in time.
That is all wonderful to hear, but what of the extraordinary cost? I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
Fret not for your coin purse, young Alphino. Lord Lolorito looks ever towards the profits of the future, and thus the East Aldenard Trading Company went to some lengths to reduce the financial liability. And since the Scions funded the entire venture, not a gill need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
Great.
We funded the venture. When?
Don't let the name fool you. This coin keeper knows a thing or two about spending. When it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do. You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts, which is why frugality is paramount. We also had the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement. She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions. We even had coffers to fill.
It's Mom!
Mother!
Oh shit, I'm bankrupt.
I remain, of course, an entirely neutral party. I simply thought our family's coffers were needlessly full. We can hardly take them with us on your teeny-tiny toy boat, now can we? And would be ashamed to leave all that hard-earned wealth unspent. Waste not.
He's so mad.
However did you manage so much in so short a time, though? We expected word to reach only a fraction of our allies.
Did I not tell you I have my ways?
Erenville, you were involved too.
I received a letter from Cryo after we parted ways in Labyrinthos. She explained what the Scions were trying to accomplish, and why you might soon require the services of the Gleaners, spread across the world as we are. I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlie. I accept that the Forum's aim in pushing us to our limits was to preserve what knowledge we have, and I bear you no ill will for it. Yet, in collecting that knowledge, what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know. That is why I chose to help the Scions, to combat the obliteration of those countless undiscovered wonders. I held no illusions that they would be less demanding taskmasters. Though, rest assured, if I had, I would have been sorely disappointed. To make a long story short, the whole of the guildship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
What's this about a ship that can fly to the moon? And why didn't you mention it sooner? The one time you don't beg my aid, your problem's a bloody ship that can fly to the moon.
See it? You brought the team.
Of course. Garland Ironworks' finest. You need only point us towards my new favorite ship. Oh, I nearly forgot. We stopped by Whirlid before coming here and picked up a package from Gaius. He's still of the mind that actions make for better penance than words, contrite or otherwise, so we offer none of the latter. What he sent is an Allegan relic Valens used in his weapons experiments. Has a fair bit of refined adamantite in it too.
As you like as not suspect, we've also brought adamantite for Mordona's Dalamud shard. I admit to some consternation upon first receiving Kroll's message. So few Scions remain at the Rising Stones now. Far too few for such an expedition. However, the Gleaners were able to secure us reinforcements. Idleshire's treasure hunters, not least among them.
Actually, it's Idleshire. Thank you very much.
I know. Ah, the Gobbyfrock fought. Slowfix's gratitude for the safe return of his daughter has not waned, and he gathered his kin to our side with an astounding quickness. The clash between their machina and the Allegan defences was a sight to behold. I wager even you would have been impressed by the magnitude of the gobby booms.
The magnitude of the gobby booms.
Fascinating as all this is, I fail to see how it explains your presence here. Does Razat Han not have more pressing concerns?
We do. Yet averting the final days would be the most expedient solution. That, and I am indebted to you. Though they chose to take their leave of Thavnair, those you saved in Galimund remain my people. My gratitude is beyond words. 'Tis appropriate that I aid you in kind. If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so much the better. You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Summer, and his journey across the great expanse. As he traveled betwixt the stars, his resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere. Thinking they might further your cause, I called out to my kin for consent. Ajdaya's answer was silence, as ever. Tiamat and Hrisvelgre, however, responded favorably to the suggestion. My sire, too, stirred from his slumber long enough to speak and say, "Very well." Thus have I brought you his own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself along.
Bugger me, this is so unbelievable. I've gone right back round to believing it again.
Thank you, Little Joe Dirt.
Forget a 6% gain in efficiency. With all these goodies, we could get 7, no, 10, no, 14 bleeding percent. Think of how far we could go. What we could do with that much power. What we could blow up.
If Kokol is duly convinced, then it must be true. In which case, the Scion's end of the bargain has been fulfilled. Would you not agree?
With the Cid, we could get 20%. That's correct. Uh-oh.
Yes, Father?
I know not what you seek of Hydaelyn, nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship. Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it. The lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility. Do you understand? And are you prepared?
We have seen and we have felt how much each life shapes this world. And so we are determined to abandon none. We understand what is at stake, and we are prepared to bear this burden.
Then I will bear it with you. I beg you, share your struggles with me, as family. You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst. 'Twas love and happiness beyond expression. Overwhelming, and a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage. I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your futures. The great Exodus would succeed, must succeed. No sacrifice or sin was worse than the alternative. If anything gave me pause, 'twas mine own father. The Archon Louisoix openly decried Charlian's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older. Yet even as part of me thought him a fool, perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children. A naive hope, but stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart. No, that was his doing.
when he perished at Cartano. As we pulled that twisted slab of Dalamud from the sea, I remembered the warmth of your newborn touch. Chastened, I vowed never again to suffer any interference in my mission to protect you. No matter that you yourselves wished otherwise. Detest me, fight me tooth and nail, I would suffer it, and more, and be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship. I was wrong. You two have grown so much stronger and so much wiser than I dared dream. You have earned the right to walk your own path, and already begun to do so.
Good. Because there are things we care about, and people we love, and none of them is replaceable. Not a one.
It cannot have been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed. All that we have seen and heard, that we have felt and learned in our travels. Ours is not a kind world, but it is beautiful. Always.
Oh no. Are you quite sure that's wise? After all, someone turns pale and flees the room when he sees so much as an envelope containing word of your adventures. Whatever will happen if he learns what you were really up to?
Amelians. Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well. I assumed that it was the Scion's influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger. Yours, in particular. I see now that said influence instead brought them together with the many fine people gathered here today. In which case, I hope you continue to guide them.
If we've finished loitering about the harbor, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to look confused.
Perhaps you can spare a few words ere they resume the tedious lugging of cargo. You've no small number of friends and admirers here, after all.
All those extras. Lend us your strength.
Your assistance is appreciated. Now, in an orderly fashion, if you please.
And just like that, it's night. Everybody disappears instantly. Thanos snapped. Y'all were paid. You can go home and stop gawking. You won't be paid extra for sticking around. You forgive Fortuno now? Yeah. The time has come to claim our prize. Are you prepared? Lise sent a letter along with Gridania's contribution. It seems she traveled there to aid in their adamantite recovery. Evidently, journeying to Gridania was quite the trial, as was getting into the Dalamud Shard, as was reaching its depths. I suspect she will have few kind words to say about the Alligans when next we meet. Unaided, we Scions could never have gathered such a bounty. Refined adamantite, relics sacred and ancient alike. I find myself quite overcome. If I never see another crate again, it will be too soon. I cannot wait to see what our friends from the Ironworks do with the ship. My throat hurts for directing so many people to Labyrinthos, but that only proves we got our money's worth. I apologize for not informing you earlier of Erenville's involvement. It was something of a contingency plan. Thank goodness we had him and his fellow gleaners at hand, though. It would have been monstrously difficult to locate Cid and transport the Hanish delegation here otherwise. We finally managed to clear the harbor, which means the rest is in the engineer's capable hands. Meanwhile, Father has issued to us an invitation. As was agreed, he will reveal the means by which Hydaelyn may be contacted. We are to meet him in Aporia when we're ready. Given the vital knowledge she holds, I suggest we leave without delay. It transpires, however, that the Forum's method for speaking with her is not without risks. I am curious to hear what those might entail, but regardless, be warned. Ichi, hello, welcome on in. Most of those who arrived with the Adamantite have offered to stay and see that any remaining tasks that need doing. The Forum has already asked for my assistance in overseeing the process, so you needn't worry about a thing. Thank you, Totaro. We're off to Aporia then. Right. Let's see what Voice is up to. What are we doing? Everybody still with us?
Oh, hello. I know that we're ending soon.
TM.
Will we have time to talk to Hydaelyn before we end?
I cannot confirm nor deny that.
Can we keep going?
Miles.
Yeah, I'm not going to end right now.
Okay, good. So why are you coming back to call? Before?
Just checking to make sure everybody's not still in a godly long cinematic, so that we could proceed.
Nice cutscene.
It is, yeah.
But it's really funny because earlier, I think in our group chat or something, I was like, I miss Sid. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, we're working on a spaceship without him. He's got to be pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, he mad. Oh, he mad.
Yeah.
Like, you went off to work on a spaceship and didn't tell me.
So what's interesting? What I found interesting about this scene is, like, this is the second time I've seen it, and the first time I saw it, Sid and his cohorts were not there, because
we didn't do Omega.
Exactly. Yeah. The only reason why they were there is because of Omega.
And then the giant ship in the background
is
has
Evilise,
to do
apparently.
with Evilise. Me and Vera, at the very least, also got a lot of additional dialogue with Soroban because we did the trial series in Stormblood.
No mention of Senri or Tenzin. For you.
Well, I'm not mentioning any names because that's spoilers for Ahty. Vera.
It's names. They don't know what faces they go to.
Still. I imagine
billion
once we
names.
actually do the Evilise raid proper, we'll get more. If we watch that cutscene back, we'll get more about the ship.
Yeah.
Also Bosja, as I was trying to say. Also Bosja and Eureka.
Hey, we touched Eureka.
Oh, there's more if you do those.
I'm assuming so. Like, I haven't done any of that stuff, so I'm probably I'm gonna.
I haven't finished Bosja. I still had something related to that show up.
Okay, so you probably have to get some ways into it then. Meet some people.
Okay,
do
so
some
I haven't done this yet. So like, I would
don't
rather
even know
not
what
know
Bosja
anything.
is.
Yeah, we should stop. We should stop.
Oh, I'm not telling you how, like, I'm not giving any further context other than Bosja also has reaction.
Okay.
I don't even know how to start Bosja.
Okay.
It's
So
after evilly,
Yeah.
which means
Okay.
you can't.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
I'm stopping now.
So, as for Evilise, I don't know when we're gonna get to that because like we've got.
Near first.
Yeah, we've got near first. We can figure all that stuff out after we do the near stuff on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
Then we'll do Evilise after that, I guess.
well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I don't want to make plans that far in advance. So yeah.
Also, I am fucking Evie.
You heading out?
Go ahead.
Alrighty. Good night,
Also,
Nicole.
before I go, someone in chat is like, what universe did I enter into upon hearing near first? May I give a quick 1 second, like one paragraph response to that?
If it's
Probably not.
Crossover.
yeah, probably not. No.
It is a
No,
crossover, and that's all.
No, all I was gonna say is Yogotaro found us out, and now he wants to cause us pain. That's all I was gonna say. That's all I was gonna say.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's also 100% canon to Nier. See ya.
What?
Have fun. Seriously,
Wait.
good night. Good night, all.
Good night.
See ya.
I guess that's supposed to be a reference to the Nier creator and how apparently he likes to make very punishing games.
All right, we need to stop with a capital S.
Okay.
Yeah. We are talking about content we haven't seen, and that means it's illegal.
Yeah, like literally any details whatsoever. Even that, there's just too much that has been said. So let's just cut that off there. I'm gonna get out of voice and I'm gonna go to Aporia. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not here already? Okay.
No, it's all right. It's all right, Nicole. It's fine. Ahty, I have already shown the others inside. You will want to speak with Shari Lane. She has the key to the lift and can send you down after me. So, I just want to remind folks. That, like, you know, everybody kind of has, like, you know, kind of like a different opinion on what a spoiler is. I consider any detail, any reference, anything at all a spoiler. So, like, I don't want any of that. None of that. So I'm not scolding anybody or anything like that because, like, they're all easy mistakes to make. But, like, yeah, like, any details on content that we haven't gotten to yet is a spoiler. Like, even down to the color of somebody's shoes. You know, that's how... that's what I consider a spoiler. No, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. You're with Master Fortuno, yes? Just step inside the lift here. From here, we proceed to the heart of Labyrinthos, and its most closely guarded secret, Falmazane. It marks the beginning and end of our efforts, whence we delve to seek audience with the star, and whence we will embark on our journey to the heavens. This way, if you please. Wait, is this your first time in this room? It's not my first time. Here she is. Look at that. I bid you welcome to Thomazane. Direct your attention towards its center and to behold the ark over which we have long labored. As you can see, 'twas designed as a medium-sized craft, the better to reduce fuel consumption, miniaturizing magics that have been applied to its interior to ensure that the thrust-to-weight ratio does not place too great a limitation on its freight capacity. The ether burner, as you know, has been removed for further modification, but we shall reattach it soon enough. Oop, earwigs. Here we go. I have received word that Kakal and several of your allies are working on it with an intense fervor. They are sure to see it done. 'Twas by their expertise that many a prior disaster was averted. If anything, I fear they will not afford us much time for speaking with Heidelin ere they finish. Point taken. Let us move on. I must warn you again, however, that even with the benefit of our device, to treat with her is not a simple feat. Alright. Extras. I can well imagine the zeal with which they're working on the ether burner. And all I can say is that I am glad that we have something to do other than get in their way. Once it's ready, we'll see to it that the ship is put to good use. To think how many generations labored for this end, and that we aim higher still. We must spare no preparation, and that means speaking with Heidelin no matter the cost. If meeting Heidelin proves difficult even for the Forum, then perhaps I... Oh, 'tis an unformed idea at this phase, I'm afraid. I will duly inform you if anything comes with it. If anything comes of it. I doubt this is what Erenville meant when he said that there remains much that we do not know. But I still can't believe everything that was hidden underneath the city this entire time. It was the Alligans who first combined the mechanical and ethereal sciences into a revolutionary discipline. Given that this ship is nothing short of a technological marvel in that precise vein, Alligan salvage should suit it well. We must learn of Heidelin's greater plan. We can only hope that she also knows the current location of Midion. And we can do neither if we do not focus on whatever trial awaits us within. 'Twould seem enchantments most advanced have been woven into the ship's very bones. Wilfson and Bluida were doubtless called upon their expertise in teleportation magics. You felt it too, don't you? The ship is impressive, but it pales in comparison to the vast primordial power beneath our feet. I have done what I can to impress upon you the gravity of what lies ahead. Are you prepared? We make for the lift at the center of this chamber. Come. Y'all looked over the side? Looked over the railing? Oh yeah, look at that. Interesting. I'm going the wrong way. I got a friend who made a character for D&D homebrew campaign based off of Final Fantasy XIV. Hell yeah! That sounds cool. I just remembered I have a pint of chocolate peanut butter ice cream in the freezer waiting for me. Have you played the official Final Fantasy XIV tabletop? I have not. Right, extras. I should hope that Master Fortuno has more to share ere sending anyone tumbling into the ethereal sea. With the ship in the way, I didn't even notice this was here. This doesn't strike me as particularly dangerous, unless one is afraid of lifts. The ether here is more brilliant than I have ever seen. They must employ a full cohort of engineers just to maintain the lifts. Am I the only one feeling terribly nervous? Surely not. As a means of communing with the heart of the star, 'tis disappointingly mechanical in design. I doubt there's anything worth worrying over, not for Heidelin's champion, at any rate. Alright, here we go. As you all know, alongside our physical world exists an ethereal plane, what we refer to as the ethereal sea. At the heart of the star, the physical and ethereal are one and the same. Thus, the deeper we go, the easier it becomes to pass between said planes. We utilize this principle in constructing the anti-tower, and once more here in Thomazane. No sooner did the Forum decide that an exodus from the star would be necessary than it began work on this facility. Our work culminated in a device that allowed us to peer deeper into the ethereal sea than ever before, in search of Heidelin's ever fainter echoes. The Ashioscope. And you communicate with her through this device? For a time, yes, but since the 7th Umbral Calamity, it has been rare to even hear a whisper. Afrobun, welcome on in. If you wish to reach her, then you must journey closer to the center of the star than we have ever dared, beyond the Ashioscope. Even so, I make no guarantee that you will find her, nor of your safety. Not so deep in the ethereal sea. We understand. But if we are to deliver this world, we have no choice but to try. I know. I only wish we could do more than observe your progress from afar. The Ashioscope's ocular lens, by which we may peer into the ethereal sea without placing ourselves at hazard, lies above us. Through it, we can watch and guide you. In those swirling depths, there are pockets of ether so dense and turbulent that they can unravel one's soul. If we determine that you are at risk of coming into contact with such a pocket, we will call you with the teleportation magics. To that end, it would be best if one familiar with the composition of your souls remained here to assist in assessing said risk. Otherwise, there is an increased probability that we will extract you too early or too late. Please, allow me. I have thought upon this much, and in truth, I do not believe that I am fit to join you in the trials ahead. The events at the Tower of Babel drained me, yes, but even before that, your capabilities far outstripped my own. This is no time to have a weak link in our vanguard, no matter how much she may wish it were otherwise. If I assist in the manner of Master Fortuno has laid out, however, I may still be of use. Will you trust me to do so? I can think of none I'd trust more. Compared to all that effort you put into keeping us alive while our souls were in the first, preventing us from dissolving into ether on a single expedition, ought to pose no challenge at all. And even if we did, I expect you would hunt us down and restore us to health somehow. You flatter me, but rest assured that I will keep keeping a close eye on all of you. There is one more thing. Those in ages past referred to the ethereal sea as the underworld, our final resting place. In its embrace is memory washed away, leaving only the purity of one's soul, or so we believe. Yet what of these memories? Few think to ask what becomes of them, cast adrift on ethereal tides. Some theorize that they linger for some time, those associated with strong sentiment in particular. In those depths, memories of the departed may even coalesce around you, for hatred or for love. Thus do I caution you to be wary, but also to have faith. Remember those who did gladly extend a hand to you, that they may lift you up again once more. All right. Unfortunately, I think now is probably a good time to call it.
It's a dungeon!
I'm only gently miserable. We have to wait an entire week, just to keep playing.
But you've got near to wet your whistle on Wednesday, so I'll cry.
That's on
Don't
Wednesday.
Don't cry a river. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Here. He's
It's
talking
fine.
about how the departed might be there waiting for us. And then I think about, what departed do we have? And then I went, oh no.
Well, let's see. There's Emet-Selch. Probably Elidibus. What did we do with Elidibus?
I'm gonna stop you right there. This is all
Yeah,
speculation.
that's speculation and possible accidental spoilers.
Yeah, so let's.
That's why I stopped at oh no, and that was enough.
That's fair.
Yeah. Let's.
That's fair.
Yeah.
At least I'm not a knower.
But the thing is, like, like all of this stuff, it's just gonna make you thirsty for next week's content. So. Yeah.
I am so thirsty.
I'm a raisin. I'm dehydrated. I'm getting pruny as we speak.
Also, Poji, can I ask something of you?
What?
You screaming that you are so thirsty, could I make that a soundbite for the stream?
Shut up.
No, I just.
You have my permission.
Okay, perfect.
You're gonna have to get Poji to record that more cleanly, in like a clean environment.
I can clean that up. It's fine.
And actually catching me like candid, unfiltered, going, I'm so thirsty.
I'm so thirsty.
Oh, wow. I low-key, like, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet. I low-key want to, like, you know, make it part of the Hydrate Redeem. Alongside Afro. Yep, alongside Afro doing all that stuff. And then all of a sudden it's just you going, I'm so thirsty!
Kind of like the Gosh Redeem where it's random.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, I'm gonna find a bean to go visit. Let's see.
I may have someone that would like. Well, let me double check and make sure that he's in.
Alright, let's see. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of low-key mad that Chai doesn't stream in the evenings. Because I never get to raid Chai. I think I have, like, raided, like, Morning Chai once. Like, in my entire life.
Just raid their alt Evening Chai. Oh, wait.
Evening Chai. Oh, gosh.
Could you imagine?
Chai does have an alt account that they game on. But it's not Evening Chai. That is for sure.
I think there needs to be an Evening Chai. We might need an Evening Chai.
You're probably going to want to inform Chai of that then.
Got to catch him in the morning then.
Yep. Let's see.
Oh my god, that is...
I would like to recommend someone.
Could you DM me on Twitch?
On Twitch. I'm looking at Spice.
Spicy, I have raided recently.
Just they left chat and then started streaming immediately after. Spicy's still wonderful.
I know Spicy's wonderful. There's a reason why I blow kisses to them every time they pop in here. 10 out of 10 would smooch.
I'm gonna edit that sentence, sorry.
Chai does have a secondary channel.
Yes. I do not know what it is.
Poji, I have raided them recently also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like very recently, like last week. I'm not, honestly, Drock, I'm not sure. Maybe Picardo? Not quite sure there. God damn it, and Stormy is even streaming right now, and like, I raided them recently. Damn it.
You are just miserable right now, huh?
I am miserable, yes. Let's see. I raided them recently also. It also depends on what they're doing, too. Let's see. Yeah, why not, actually? Why not? Let's go visit Kaji. Because, like, I think out of all the people we mentioned, it's been the longest since I've raided Kaji. And I think it would be a suitable distraction for them, and hopefully they would break whatever they're carrying. So, let's go raid Kaji. Kaji is playing Carry the Glass. So, let's do that. Right. I've got the raid.
Hey, fuck the elevator. I'm gonna jump into the soup.
I've gotten the raid started, so I will return to the call once the raid completes. Alrighty, folks. Thank you all so much for a great night tonight. This was fantastic. We got a lot done, and we're gonna be starting out next Friday's MSQ with a dungeon, and that's gonna be pretty awesome. That's gonna be great. I can't wait. Can't wait. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming. That's going to do it for me tonight. The next time I'm going to be live is actually going to be Monday evening, 6 p.m. PST. We're going to pick up where we left off in Undertale. That's going to be a good time. Because we've still got people to talk to. We've got people to talk to. And we might be doing some other stuff after that. So it's kind of up in the air, but it's still going to be a good time. So hope to see you there. But yeah, as is always, folks, though, take care of yourselves and each other. Drink all the water, eat all the food, get all your rest. Before you know it, we're going to be gaming again soon, and that's Monday morning. Monday evening. Oh my god, I did that twice. 6 p.m. PST. And yeah. Folks, thank y'all so much. Y'all are heckin' precious. And take care of yourselves. And yeah, we'll see you then. Alrighty, have a good night. Bye! Bye-bye! Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? There it is. Bye!